I just saw you on TV. I want to order a lasagna. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening?
She has sold 8 tons of lasagna. That's insane.
Someone you know right now has something going on. Food is where it's at.
How did you go from this is a crazy idea to like actually making lasagna for people? From South Bend to Evansville and everywhere in between, this is Get In, the show focused on the Hoosier State and the incredible stories happening here today. I'm Nate Spengel, founder of Get Indiana, and I will be your host for today's conversation. Before we get into the show, Aberdeen is Indiana's first agri-hood and wellness lifestyle community, and it's unlike anything else in the Hoosier State. This is an upscale custom home neighborhood located in Center Grove. But it's more than that. It's a new kind of community, one that's been carefully crafted to cultivate connection to people, to nature, and to a more active and intentional lifestyle. Picture rolling terrain, timeless design, trails, open spaces. It's elegant, peaceful, and designed for families, business owners, and empty nesters who are done with the noise and ready to live with purpose. Aberdeen isn't just a place to call home, it's a community to join. Go to aberdeenliving.com to schedule a visit. Now let's get into the episode. Today I'm joined by Stephanie Eppich Daily, founder and heart behind Send A Friend Lasagna. This is an indie-based delivery service that brings freshly made lasagnas right to your doorstep. Now, she's a former insurance exec that turned culinary entrepreneur. Stephanie took a leap of faith after personal loss and career pivots to build a business rooted in healing through food. I'm so excited to learn about the causes that led you up to starting Send A Friend Lasagna, how you've been growing the business over the past few years, and at the end, we're bringing in the Get Indiana staff to do a live on-air lasagna taste test.
I mean, that's the best part of this whole thing, right?
So you have to stick around. That's the thing. You have to stick around, and we're going to taste test. We're going to bring the guys in. So recently, both of Cheyne and Robert started. First day was on Monday.
Oh, this is great.
So we're like now a real team.
Oh, we're like blowing their minds right now.
They're like, oh, we get to come on the show and taste lasagna. Let's go. I mean, lasagna has just like been a staple food in so many people's lives. Mm-hmm. It's very much like, I always said it was like a labor of love. Like when my mom made lasagna, it's like undertaking. Let's say that, right?
Is.
You know, like, because we wouldn't like just throw something in the oven. It was like, you have to make the noodles and then the layer and then the sauce and then the layer and then the cheese and then the this, that, and the, like, I don't even know the full recipe, but I know that it took a lot of work.
It takes a long time. It is a labor of love for sure.
Yeah. So take us back. What made you want to even, like, where did you start baking lasagna?
Well, I don't bake them. I just make them.
Oh, it's not baking?
No, I don't consider that baking.
Well,
I mean, baking is like a scientific thing. This is food to me, and I just put it in the oven.
Okay, that's fair. So where did lasagna first make an impact in your life?
I remember my grandmother making lasagna for family dinners. I mean, we used to get together almost every weekend, it seemed, at my mom's parents' house and the whole family. And sometimes we would do, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes we'd have steak, but a lot of time we did Italian. We loved Italian food, and lasagna was definitely part of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so lasagna at grandma's house. And then as you kind of like grew up, I mean, you're going through doing some insurance stuff. Mm-hmm. Where was the moment where... And I know at the moment, as we did a little bit of research, like you made a lasagna for a grieving friend, mm-hmm. and it like sparked this whole thing. Mm-hmm. So talk us through that.
Actually, I was working in digital media marketing while I started the lasagna business. I had a friend who lost his wife. She was very young, colon cancer. I hate cancer. Cancer. Yeah. And it was horrible, and she had a little boy. I think he might have been 3 at the time. It's just a bad situation, right? Yeah. And anytime anything like that happened, like my mom would call and say, hey, so-and-so broke their leg or something like that. Can you send them a lasagna? So-and-so's mom died. Can you make them a lasagna and take it over to them?
Now, where did that come? Like, is that just part of your family?
That's just our culture. I mean, that's just, we always have healed through food. I mean, we put our hearts in it, and it just, that's how it's our love language, I guess, is food, giving food to people.
And your mom, though, is the one that kind of said, like, it was the lasagna. It wasn't just like make them dinner or whatever. It was make them a lasagna.
Make your lasagna. Yeah. I mean, everybody loved my lasagna,
Okay.
So I kind of got past my grandmother. My mom always made it too, but I kind of took up the wheel and started making it myself. So
And so you make it for a friend who's grieving the loss of his wife. Where did the idea for the business, like, where did that spark for you?
went home immediately after the celebration of life they had for her. My cousin happened to be at my house, and my husband was home, and I said something about sending a lasagna or making a lasagna for a friend, and she goes, "That sounds like a business." And I was like, "No." And so I was thinking about it, and I was like, how could I do that? It was just such an interesting concept. And then I immediately thought of Papa Murphy's. They have that take and bake place, and I like their pizza. So I thought, well, how would I could make the lasagnas fresh, and then I could deliver them to people, or maybe they could pick up. I don't know. I'm just like playing around with it, right?
Yeah.
And so I was still working my full-time job.
What were you doing? What was your full-time job?
A social media manager.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
for an agency here in town, Sapphire Strategy. Shout out to them.
Shout out. Okay.
And I've always been into food. I mean, I love like the competitive shows, and I love like Beat Bobby Flay and Chopped. And I've always been so interested in food. And my grandparents owned a restaurant that I just kind of ran around in.
What restaurant?
It was called Dunham's Prime Time.
Dunham's Prime. Where was that at?
It was in Carmel off of Range Line Road.
Dunham's Prime Time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of grew up around
I grew up around the scene.
Okay.
I love the chaos of it. It's just like all crazy.
I'm
and everything.
currently reading Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain or whatever. It's crazy.
It is.
You talk about, especially like this is like the 70s and 80s in the restaurant
Yep.
biz and in New York, and I'm just like, holy smokes.
Oh yeah, there
It's
were some
wild.
things. There was
Yeah.
a guy that worked for my grandparents and told me and my younger sister he was going to go up to his spaceship every up on top of the restaurant. There was a spaceship, and he was going to go, and he'd be back tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that he was like doing mushrooms and going
Yeah, totally.
something.
Sometimes it'd be like that. I guess it's serving people is
It's an interesting,
Well, because like you're always working when everyone else is having fun. Like the best shifts are like Friday, Saturday nights. Like they put the best cooks and the best chefs and the best servers and the best bartenders. Like you want the busiest nights. So while everyone else is having fun, like you're helping aid them in their fun.
No, but there's so much joy for me in doing that.
Yeah.
And for people that have had my lasagna, just knowing that I've been there watching them eat it, and they have that experience, and it's like, I know it's really good.
Let's go. I love
I'm
that.
like, I know it's really good.
At what moment did you realize that you were like a talented lasagna artist?
I don't know. There's something deeper the way I feel about food in general now since I started Send A Friend Lasagna. Yeah. Someone right now has something going on. I mean, somebody, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I want to say, I don't want to send a card. That's weird. Flowers is weird. Food is where it's at. I can send them some food, and they don't have to worry about dinner for a couple nights. When someone's grieving, or somebody's, lost a pet, or when somebody's overjoyed because they just had a baby, lasagna, man.
Yeah.
You get somebody lasagna and it just gets in your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's just a little different. Like because especially when think back to it, like meal trains and that kind of stuff, where it was like, the labor of love that goes into making a lasagna. Like you drop off a ham sandwich, like, come on. But it's like making a lasagna. Okay. So here's the thing. So many people, like every day, 1 million people, maybe not that many, but like have a business idea and are like, you know what we should do is we should sell these. Like that's exactly you should quit your job and start a lasagna making company.
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe you wake up the next day and you're like, yeah, that was fun. Maybe we had a few too many beers, but like, let's keep rolling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did you go from this is a crazy idea to like actually making lasagna for people?
So I talked to Mel McMahon. I was talking to her. We've been friends for a long time. And I said, what do you think of this idea?
So you were talking with Mel from Indiana Gifts.
I always kind of bounce things off of her because we bounce things off of each other. And I'll be like, what do you think about this? And she'll be like, what do you think about this? So I asked her that day, I said, I want to start this lasagna business. And she's like, tell me more about that. And so I just kind of explained to her, I have a family recipe. I can make lasagnas, for people who are having babies, for people who are grieving. Food is just like love to me. And she was like, I think that's great. How could you do that though? And I was like, well, could you help me? Because back then she was on Indie Style, back when Indie Style was Indie Now used to be Indie Style.
This is like daytime television or what are they like lifestyle shows or whatever. Okay. Gotcha.
So,
it's like a Wish TV show.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Mel was like, I'm going on Indie Style. You want to come with me and bring a lasagna? And I'm like, yeah. So I registered my LLC. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, maybe I'll just make a Facebook page. So I asked one of my coworkers to make me a graphic for my Send A Friend Lasagna business, which, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I go on TV with Mel, and Tracy Forner was there. And he goes, this is the most Indiana original idea I have ever heard of. And I thought, well, okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I got something going on here.
Tons of planning, tons of preparation went into this. Like we have a business plan. This is an established business that we've been doing this for a long time.
I've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 4 days.
You have been doing the thing though, the action, like the rep of sending friends lasagna.
Yes. My whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go on Wish TV, Indie, what's it called? Indie Now?
Style.
Indie Style.
Oh, it used to be Indie Style, but now, it would be considered indie now.
Okay.
Anyway.
You go on there and like, they're interviewing you. How do you like keep it together to be like,
I don't know. They were like, what a great idea. And I was like, yeah, I just make them fresh and then we deliver them to your door. And they were like, wow, lasagna delivery to your door for anybody. And I'm like, yep, here's our delivery area. I mean, I'm thinking as I'm going here, right? Delivery area, 465 inside and then outside 465, like Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, Greenwood, Brownsburg, places like that, right? And so I gave out a discount code, which was so incredibly dumb in the moment. Now that I look back at it, I mean, it sparked it. But I was like, what was I thinking?
How big of a discount code?
I gave them 20% off.
Okay. How many? And did you tell them how to order? You're like, well, go to our Facebook.
No. I had like a website, like a very small website.
They could order on a website now.
Yes.
Okay. So that's good. That's like you have a Facebook page.
But it
and
wasn't
you have a
like official. It was just like, here's the lasagnas you can choose.
What year is this?
2019.
Okay. So like, is it like a Shopify site or something like that? It's like, here's a lasagna. Tell us where to like take it to. How many people ordered lasagna that day?
I think 50.
50 discounted lasagnas. And like at that point you get out of there, are you like jacked up or are you like,
I was like, oh my God, what did I do? So I didn't even have a commercial kitchen yet. So I was doing this out of my house at night when I got home from work.
Who was the first order? Like who was the first person that you didn't know that spent money with you?
The very first person who ordered on my website was Adam Hampton. He owns Hampton Designs in Irvington, and he was my very first order.
And did he order it for himself?
Yes.
Okay. So you knew the site worked. It collected people's money. Did you tell them like how long it's going to be till you get...
Well, there was a calendar so they could schedule when they wanted it delivered. So I only had like 10 a day that I could possibly make. Yeah. So if I reached 10, then it would go to the next day.
Like early on, what was like the pricing for a lasagna? Like on $30 bucks. So 30 for it delivered.
The delivery charges have always been $10 inside and $15 outside, $465.
Okay. So it was like you're paying $40 to get it delivered to your door with inside $465.
Yeah.
But then you gave them 20% off.
Yeah.
And you have 50 orders to fulfill. So you walk off that show. I mean, the hits are only like 6 minutes long, if that, right?
Yeah,
and maybe less.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
So you walk out of there and you like look down at your phone and you have like a bunch of like Shopify notifications or whatever.
Mm-hmm. My phone's ringing and I'm like, what's going on? And people just call, right? Because you have the website, you have the phone number. They'll go, I want to order a lasagna. And I'm like, what? I just saw you on TV. I want to order a lasagna. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? And then my phone's like beeping, pinging, and I'm
the
like...
The little Shopify notification was like, cha-ching. You're like, heck yeah. Like in that moment, how are you feeling?
Like I was going to throw up. I don't know. I was overjoyed and terrified at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get out of there, you're on the phone, you're like, you get all that sorted out, some customer service. Like, You have your kitchen
My kitchen.
and
Making lasagna until like 3 a.m.
shut up.
Oh, yeah.
How long does it take you to make one? Or like, how do you make, like, what's the process? Is it like you batch at that point? So it's definitely way different now. But at that point, you're just in a normal person's kitchen.
Making sauce.
Just making sauce?
Making sauce.
Like you go out and buy the biggest pan you can possibly fit? Or
I had a little blue pan that I started with, and I got bigger to a bigger pan. And then when I moved into my kitchen, I had access to all of these like huge pans and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was old school stuff.
So how long were you making them out of your kitchen at home?
Not very long, because it kind of was like people were asking me, and I was like, I can't store all this stuff at my house.
Yeah.
Because I offered different lasagnas.
Like, and how quickly did it become like, I say it in the most polite way, like a real business, like versus like a side hustle making lasagna versus like this is a real business?
July, I think, of 2019, where I did the indie style thing.
This is pre-COVID too.
Yeah, this is all pre-COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, because I told my husband one day, I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this lasagna business. I don't know why, but I have to do it. And if I don't, I will regret it for the rest of my life. And he was like, okay, you can do it. I'm like, hell yeah. And so I didn't know what I was doing, but
no one does.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You figure it
So
out on the
I was
fly.
like, okay. And so I gave my notice, and
What did they say to you? Were they like, you're crazy?
No. Jen Lesak is the owner of Sapphire Strategy, and she worked for her boss, and she went out on her own. And so she understood the wanting to do your own thing, wanting to go out on your own. She was just like, food? Lasagna? I mean, you're a really good cook. And I goes like, yeah, but just lasagna. And she's like, okay. She was very supportive. I mean, she's like, go for it. And I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing. So
Heck yeah.
November 1st is Send A Friend Lasagna's official first day in business.
Okay, so you did it from July, August, September, October, kind of like nights and weekends, that piece of, I mean, we looked at it, said you were making lasagna until 3:30 in the morning and then going to work at 8. Like, that's incredible.
It's crazy.
So after 4 months, you were doing well, but like, are people coming back? How is word spread?
I mean, but it was slow, I mean, it got that big burst from indie style, but then, you have to be consistent on your Facebook page. I mean, I worked in digital media, so I know all that stuff.
Like, how many orders are you doing a month at that point?
My goal was 30.
If you could, like, if I could make 30 lasagna.
My goal in the beginning, I have it in my notebook written down, my business plan. My goal was to make 30 lasagnas every month.
So you have obviously you have the launch, you have the first one, you do like 50, but then like month 2.
10.
What got you to the point where it wasn't based on demand that you're like, I got to quit my job and do this. It was like, I want to go build this.
Right.
Wow.
So November came, and I was in Indy's kitchen, and I was legit kitchen. I had all the things I could make.
So you had moved over to a commercial kitchen by that point? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I did earlier. I just don't remember exactly when, but I got a phone call from somebody who had one of my lasagnas, and they were like, do you do big orders? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. A one-man operation here, right?
Yeah.
How many lasagnas do you want? They're like 25. Can you get them, to us in, next weekend? I'm like, yeah, I can. So, I mean, I started getting like referrals like that for big orders. And that was really fun around like Christmas time.
Yeah.
I have some realtor guys that I've been with from the very beginning. They've ordered lasagnas for all of their people, and it's just awesome. It's nice to have
And
that.
are you, like, the
continued
delivery
stuff.
piece of it though? Like getting all that done, it has to be like making, if the thing was like you got to just sit in
You're
the
not going to
kitchen.
believe this. I mean, I made them. I grocery shopped. I made them, and I delivered them
All by
for
yourself?
3.5 years by myself. That's insane.
Okay, and like give us a rough example. Like early on, the goal was to get to 30. Even making 30 unique deliveries in a month, like and being like charming and smiling and like, like whatever, because you might be pulling up to it could be grieving. Like you're pulling up to people that may have like come back from a celebration of life or something. So like reading the room there and like, here's your lasagna. This is from so and so. Like, man. So you went from 30 a month to like at the peak before you had other help, like what was the most you did in a month by yourself?
Probably like 45 to 50, probably.
Okay. Because how many delivery slots did you have?
We deliver so Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
And then only 10 deliveries per day.
So the most you ever could have done was 60.
Right.
If you had 6 days in a row of 10, but you also have to like make the lasagnas and do all that stuff. Okay. So you do 25 lasagnas next weekend and you're just like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we
I
can
can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. So you hang up the phone and like,
And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? So yeah, I got it done though. It was great. And
did you have like friends or people that would come over and help you?
My best friend. Yeah, she came in.
Isn't that so much fun to have like someone like to help you out like that?
Yeah. I mean, she knew. She was a stay-at-home mom at the time. And I was like, I need you. And we've been friends since we were 7 years old.
Oh, man.
So when I call and say, I need you, she's like, all right, let's go. So yeah, she would help me. Her kids would help deliver. They were, one of them was at driving age. She helped me deliver sometimes. I mean, it was a team effort. I mean, for real. I mean, my husband, Mr. D. I mean,
Mr. D.
Mr.
Come
D.
on. Let's go.
Thank God for Mr. D. No, he's a great. I mean, he's been so helpful and supportive throughout this whole thing.
So from 2019, well, and everyone knows there was a large global pandemic that was put in the middle there. You were growing your business from November, December. You feeling good? Like January, February comes around, you're like, okay, we're growing.
Okay, we're growing. We're doing all right for a small business. I think we're doing good.
Then the world
COVID
shuts down.
The whole world shuts down, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And so they started talking about essential workers, and I thought, well, I'm an essential worker, right? Because I'm making food and delivering food to people. So I just said, we'll deliver lasagna to your house. Contact-free delivery. We wore masks. We wore gloves. We did the whole thing. And it just took off like a rocket.
Like even more?
Yeah.
So then the lasagna, like it started to like really blow up?
Yeah. People were like, lasagna? Really? And I'm like, yeah, really?
Like, I mean, that's way better than DoorDash. Like,
right. I mean,
or at least it's a good shakeup of things. Like, say you've had all the local restaurants or whatever delivered to your house, like, oh, like a little baked lasagna, like we have to do just a little bit of work. Like it's just
like you have to open your oven.
Yeah, it's like, but like you could like totally, like I would do. This is what I would do. This is I might have to do this. Invite someone over for dinner and like, oh yeah, I'm just making lasagna. Like
yeah,
like,
I don't care. Claim it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Like, oh my gosh,
just keep buying it.
Keep buying it, right? Okay, so COVID happens and it starts to just go gangbusters.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild time. I remember looking for ground beef, and because ground beef was hard to get, period, during COVID. Plus, it was $60 for 10 pounds. $60. It's like $39 right now.
Oh.
So I was paying $60 for 10 pounds ground beef.
Is it hard to manage costs that go
During then, it was ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
you just couldn't. And I had to buy 3, or I needed 5 because I had to make so many lasagnas, and you could only buy 3. So I had my husband, my mom out black marketing, buying
ground beef
and lasagna noodles because we had
because they
limits
were
on
limited.
everything.
Yeah. This episode was brought to you by our friends at Greek's Pizza. Greek's has been a great partner of mine. If you remember, Zionsville owner Mike Cole broke the world record for fastest marathon with a pizza. Guy was flying. I love Greeks. Next time you're in the mood for pizza, go to GreeksPizzeria.com. They have locations all across the state. I frequent the location in South Broad Ripple, great tap room there, but they have locations everywhere. They've been doing this since 1968. Over 55 years in business. Go to GreeksPizzeria.com. Order pizza today. Guys, your grandparents owned a restaurant, so but the idea of like learning pricing and delivery fees and food costs and like, I think that's the number one thing like first time entrepreneurs and founders see is like you always kind of, at least from what I see, like they price really, really low and or they do too big of a discount. So like how did you learn about that and like learn about food costs and how you needed to set your prices and all that stuff?
My husband's an engineer. I am not good at math. I don't math, but he's good. And I was looking, I mean, we literally like sat down and looked at receipts, and I was like, I want to provide an excellent product for a reasonable price. And I think that people will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did some add and subtract and divide and multiplied and came up with $30 for a meat and cheese lasagna.
Has the price been the same since the beginning?
No, it's gone up over the years.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like $39.99 now.
$39.99.
Yeah.
And then you have your $10 delivery, $15 if you're outside. Where are you based out of now?
So I'm based out of Beech Grove.
Okay.
It's called the Kitchen Corner, and I have a nice little back kitchen that I work in from 8 until like 2 every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you have more people helping you out?
I have 2 employees, one full-time, one part-time, and then I have a delivery driver, a dedicated delivery driver.
So 4 teams total up to 4 now.
Right.
And is it all Central Indiana?
Yeah.
Is there like a plan? Like, do you want to have more Send A Friend lasagnas? Do you want to do you do ship? Can you ship a lasagna? How does that work?
You can. I'm trying to figure that out right now. So yeah, we're figuring that out. But I teamed up with Market Wagon, so I expanded that. So that was you can go to Bloomington now, Lafayette,
No way.
Muncie, Kokomo, down to like Connersville. I mean, like all over the place. So.
Well, okay, so Market Wagon, they're like the virtual farmers market, kind of, right? And so they'll deliver all of these like nice produce or lasagna or whatever to people's houses. When did you get teamed up with them?
I mean, like 3 months ago.
Okay, and how is that done?
It's going great.
Okay.
It's really going great.
So if you had to think through since 2019 when you started it, like big inflection points where like things got crazy and then like you figured it out. Like what are there a few more? Like so you had COVID. Well, you first had the 25 lasagna order. Then you had COVID where everyone's like, what did that do to your business over the course of the next few months there?
I mean, it grew it because nobody wanted to go anywhere, right? And so when COVID hit in March, I was delivering, I was getting the word out, but I did a promotion for Mother's Day because nobody could see their moms. And so I did a lasagna and I teamed up with a florist and we did fresh flower bouquets as a package.
Yeah.
And it blew up because nobody could see anybody, and it was reasonably priced. I think it was $50
for both of those.
Yeah,
that's
so I mean, it was just great. And
how
people
were
loved
people learning about you?
Referrals, social media, big time social media stuff.
Did you have like what were the social media campaigns that like got people excited?
I mean, anytime on Indie Style, people get excited.
That's fair.
Or not Indie Style, Indie Now. They just get excited about that. Or I've gotten written up in Indianapolis Monthly a couple times this year, so that's been really cool. I'm actually one of the 50 under 50 or 50 over 50 in Indianapolis Monthly. The edition will come out in July.
Oh,
I'm pumped.
Let's get I love it. Hashtag the lasagna lady.
Yep.
That's what a badge of honor that is.
It is. Yeah.
As you think back, right? Like growing a business is fun. Figuring out these challenges are fun.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's scary.
6 years later, as you think back to growing the business, getting your own kitchen, is there a moment that stands out as like your single proudest moment of the whole thing?
When COVID was still happening, I remember that my goal was to do 30 lasagnas, a month. And I said I wanted to do 500 lasagnas by May. And I did it. 500 total lasagnas. I've had 500 total lasagna orders by May.
And your original goal was 30 a
month.
Do that like math out. That would have been like 300. That would have been 360 in a year. When you first started this thing, you're like, if I could sell 360 lasagnas, we'd be killing it.
Yeah.
And now
500
lasagnas before May in 4 months.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I was delivering downtown to the Indy 11 building, actually.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name, but I can see her face. She's on my Instagram page because she's holding a 500 little
number 500
sign that I made. But it was a ghost town. It was like nobody was downtown. And we were like the only people down there. And I was like, you're my 500th order.
This year.
Ever.
Oh, back then. And like how long did it take you to get to 500?
So when I officially started November of 2019, so then to May of 2020. So
wow.
yeah.
That's so awesome. Like to get to 500 within within the first year is crazy.
And then I was like, I'm going to do 1,000 lasagnas. And I did 1,000 lasagnas before the end of December.
Of that year? So then you really ended up like almost 1,000 in your first year?
Yeah, I did
Holy cow.
1,000.
So like now, like how many lasagnas do you send out in the world in the year, what is it, 2025?
A month?
Yeah, a month, or just in general. Like how much
Like
lasagna?
125 to 150 lasagnas.
So you're over so you're well over 1,000 lasagnas a year now.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
talking how many pounds? Like I think it was like 16,000 pounds of lasagna last year.
What's like that's actually, if you do the math, right, 8 tons.
Yeah.
She has sold 8 tons of lasagna. That's insane.
Isn't it wild?
That's so fun. And it's just like one of these businesses that, like, what I love about it is it started with, that's a good idea. And then, but like, again, I go back to like the original statement that so many people have good ideas. Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that. And then, you go on with your own way. You keep working your job and you never like take any action for it.
I know.
So if you had advice to people that sit Friday night, dinner conversation, maybe they're drinking a beer or whatever, and they're like, we should do X, Y, Z. What's the advice for them to like actually make it happen?
If you feel it in your heart and if you feel it in your soul, then you should absolutely do it. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because I am here to tell you, you absolutely can.
Like, I think a lot of them are scared.
Sure.
Or like,
Yeah.
it's nerve-wracking to go quit your job and become # the lasagna lady.
Almost 50 when I started. I reinvented myself completely. I mean, I spent 13 years in insurance. I spent 10 years in digital media marketing. And now I'm the lasagna lady.
And now she slings 8 tons of lasagna.
I sure do.
I love that.
Thank you.
Just like, I like love the visual representation of thinking about legitimately like a ton of like 2,000 pounds of lasagna. It's so cool. Yeah, so reinvent yourself. Like you said you're going to be featured in Indie Monthly?
Yeah,
For 50 over 50.
50 over 50, yeah.
Like that's incredible. People
Who
think,
would have thought? I would have never.
well, and like people get to be 50 and they like maybe put it into neutral. And like they're like, okay, cool. I'm just like going to coast and then I'll retire and then I'll just chill at the lake house or whatever.
Not me.
Yeah, I think it's so inspiring. The one thing I will say, it's like, yeah, when you're in your 20s, like the 18-year-old that quits their job to start a business is like, they get a lot of the love and the praise and it's cool or whatever. But like, being 50 and being willing to like still run a small business and grow a small business and take on risk and employees and like the headache and the heartache and all of the things. Like when you're 18, you could just like, your business could fail and you could restart and like,
Yeah.
go
You wake
get a
up
job,
at mom
no
and
one cares.
dad's and it's still cool.
It's like yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna be like upset. And it's like, I would say like less embarrassing to fail when you're 18. But then when you're 50 and you like put yourself out there, you're like, there's like a lot of like, you have to be an adult and you have adult things and probably like a mortgage and all the things. So I that's just the utmost respect
Thank
to
you.
be willing to like take that on and to like be like crushing it. I think it's so cool.
It's like a dream.
What's the goal you have for Send A Friend Lasagna?
I've done the same thing for so long, and I've been working with Carrie Abbott.
Who's Carrie Abbott?
Carrie Abbott is, she was the owner of Newfangled Confections and the best chocolate in town. And she's doing consulting. So I'm working with her and I'm so excited because I said this year is my growth year. This year is going to be the year that we really stretch. Like the Market Wagon thing was a stretch for me. I can't even say it. I'm going to start doing breadsticks. And it doesn't sound like a big thing to you guys, but I have refused for this whole time. I'm
Really?
like, no breadsticks, just lasagna. I'm only doing lasagna. It's stupid to be that way. I got to think outside of the box.
I think that like early on, it's super important. You are hyper focused. Like we are going to make the best lasagna, deliver the best lasagna. Like we are the # lasagna lady. But then, yeah, as you continue to go on, it's like you either have to, if you want to continue to grow your business, you either have to think of like, how do I get to new markets and new cities or new places, or how do I increase our order size? And so like breadsticks, this was like a common request.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people be like, you don't have any salad or breadsticks? And I'm like, no, just lasagna. Because I'm like, you can go get breadsticks. But then I'm like, why am I taking away the convenience factor of using my business?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
So when do
Launch them on Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
You heard it here. Breaking news. They are now Send a Friend Lasagna and Breadsticks.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I can't believe it.
I love it. That's awesome.
There's something else.
Okay.
Oh my God. We're going to offer this tiny lasagna. It's like this big. A little lasagna, a single serve. In my book, it's a single serve, and other people's, whatever. And 2 breadsticks. It's going to be our summer offer for $15.
Delivered.
Yeah.
Like you're getting it to my door for $15.
Well, you have to pay delivery.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So you can just like have it for a single meal.
Mm-hmm.
2 breadsticks and lasagna. Mm-hmm. Come on, you're trying new things.
I'm trying new things, and somebody was like,
do I have to bake? Do I have to bake the little one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes in. I have to throw it in the oven, and then I'm good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Do you ever get feedback from that of like people like the instructions? Was that like hard to like let them know the right instructions? Mm-mm. No, easy. Mm-mm. Like, is there ever feedback that you get that like as you went through the business process where like you had to like educate them? It's like it's 45. It's not 35 minutes. It's 45 minutes at 350. Like make sure you stick to it.
Yeah, I mean the directions are right here on them. So
it's like I always like wondered. It's like someone's like my lasagna was cold in the middle. It's like whose fault's that, buddy?
Okay, well get out your thermometer and make it temp to 165 degrees, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, wow. So new things are coming out, and now with Market Wagon, your delivery area is expanded. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. The one thing that we haven't really talked about, we've been talking about growing a business, a lot of stuff, impact that it makes in your customers' lives. Obviously, it makes an impact in their stomach, but like the impact that it actually makes in lives, like when people, whether they're celebrating or they're grieving or they're just having a hard time, like the gesture of someone being considerate enough to send them a lasagna, it makes an impact.
Yeah.
Do you get feedback like that a lot?
I've had so many people say, oh my God, I love your service so much. It's just so easy. And I know people are going to love it, and it's awesome. I've, stood in the middle of the street hugging a grieving mother because she had just lost a child.
Like you were on a delivery there,
Mm-hmm.
and you like found out she had lost a child, and
And yeah, she's been a customer forever. I've had her forever. She's wonderful. I mean, I'm an extension of those 2 people's relationship, right? So they care enough to send this person a lasagna. I have to care enough to make sure that it's perfect, that it tastes good, and that they feel the love that is in this pan of lasagna.
I love it. I love it so much. Well, I think that we need to feel the love that's inside that pan.
I want you. I'm
Robert,
so
you
excited.
want to swing the door open and get Cheyne in here?
Let's go.
Let's eat some lasagna. What do you say, team? This is going to be a new segment on the podcast. It's called Friends Eat Lasagna. What are we sampling here?
Look at that glorious lasagna.
Oh boy! All right, boys, you want to come in and you guys can take these 2 spots right here. And all right, we're gonna. So we have Friends Eat Lasagna. Here we go.
Yeah.
What do we got?
This is a meat and cheese. It is the classic, my most ordered.
Everyone loves the meat and cheese.
Yes.
Oh man.
I mean, all of mine are really good. It's
the
like asking.
the YouTube crowd. If you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna get it's never too early for lasagna.
Lasagna for breakfast? I mean, come on, man.
Also, listeners, welcome Robert, full time, Cheyne, full time. Welcome the new crew of Get Indiana. Here we go. All right, cheers, gents.
So excited.
Cheers.
Yo.
That's fire. That's good. I was telling her
That is a
before
quality lasagna.
Before we started, I just started eating lasagna like a year ago.
He said,
So-
no, the quote was, I recently got into lasagna. Like, what?
It's like a new hobby.
Okay.
Oh, my.
So good though.
Thank you.
That is phenomenal.
How many different recipes did you go through before you landed on this
Oh,
one?
this
or-
is like my grandmother's recipe and my mom's recipe, and I tweaked it and just kind of made it my own.
Dude, what's the secret?
Love.
Can't say
Love.
that, yeah.
Dude,
You
this
gotta
is so
love-
good.
You gotta love to do it, man.
Okay,
You gotta
what
be
is the
crazy.
process? How much, like, take us through I'm going to eat my whole thing.
Go
I
ahead.
am too.
And this is how you know if it's really good or not. Okay? You talk about like indie style or whatever, like, or any like lifestyle show, they'll take like one bite and say, oh, it's so good. Like here on Get In, we eat the whole thing. We finish our plates on Get In. Like I'm eating every ounce of this thing because we have nothing but time here. It's a podcast, baby. Maybe a 28-year-old guy that wants to impress his girlfriend. And so I will buy lasagnas to give out to other people. But if I wanted to make lasagna, what's the process? Like, how long do I need to block off on the calendar to make
At
one at
least
home?
an hour.
At least plus baking time, right?
Well, yeah, then that's 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
So what do you have to do? Like I feel like making a great lasagna is a dying art.
Are you getting a can of sauce, or are you going to make your own sauce?
What do you do?
Oh, I make my own sauce.
Oh, how do you make the sauce? Yeah,
Yeah,
talk me through it.
Yeah, I make the sauce from scratch.
I want to do
every
this as a
day.
date night. You should give
So good.
send a friend a lasagna kit. Send a couple a lasagna kit.
Oh, that's fun.
I can do that. I'll make a
like
little
that.
video. Okay, so if
Okay.
we wanted to make lasagna, what would I need to do?
You'd have to go buy crushed tomatoes
Mm-hmm.
and tomato sauce, and you would have to get Parmesan. You would have to get mozzarella. You would have to get fresh mozzarella. You would have to get garlic. You would have to get some red wine, olive oil, noodles, basil, onion powder,
Okay.
marjoram.
Ooh, okay.
I'm giving you my recipe. I don't care. You're not going to make it like me. So
Yeah. Well, and you're not telling how much of it either. Just like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
yeah, and I throw in some other Italian spices. And then you have to cook the noodles in salted water, heavily salted water. I'm not
Wait,
joking.
so it starts with the noodles.
Yes.
First thing you do is cook noodles.
I would start the sauce, get
Okay.
the sauce going, and then you start with the noodles.
Okay.
So you cook the noodles to al dente because they're gonna, cook while they're in the pan. Rinse them off, and then you get your sauce, and you just start layering. Put a layer of sauce on the bottom, lasagna noodle, layer of sauce.
How many layers
cheese,
are in the?
3. I don't use ricotta in my sauce. I've only had one person say something about that.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not joking when I say that this is the best lasagna I've ever tasted.
oh my
It's
gosh.
very, very
Like,
good.
Thank
I
you
mean-
so much.
Very good.
And I think people know me as a guy that hypes things up. Like I'm always excited. I cannot think of a better lasagna that I've ever had. This is phenomenal.
do you
you.
garden as well?
Yeah.
For any of your ingredients? Love that.
Thanks.
What all do you have in your garden?
Italian parsley, basil.
Dude, this
Love
is
it.
so good. This is our Younger Years segment. It's brought to you by our friends at Orr Fellowship. They're a great organization here in Indiana helping develop young business leaders across the state. Stephanie, what advice would you give to your 22-year-old self?
Go after her dreams, no matter what. I mean, if there's something you really want to do, you should just go for it. And don't be afraid of failing, because I have failed more times than I can remember, but I've also gotten smarter every time I have failed.
You don't need to know what the end in sight is.
No.
You're just figuring it out as you go. All right, we have some fun lightning round questions
Okay.
for you. What's on your playlist while you're cooking?
Taylor Swift.
No way. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Taylor
right?
Swift. The Beatles. Always the Beatles. Yeah.
I can just see like, here comes the sun. Come on, there we go.
Taking it out of the oven.
Jay, what's on your cooking playlist?
A little older than you, so I'm listening to Linkin Park.
Heck yeah.
It comes out and he's like, what up?
Old. Wait a minute. So like older Linkin Park. Chester
yeah.
Linkin Park. Okay,
Early
yeah.
2000s.
I saw them like 5 times.
That was the
live.
first concert I ever went to.
Oh, that's super cool.
Oh, in Minneapolis.
That doesn't seem like a very like cooking playlist, but I
No.
love
Oh,
it.
it's jamming.
I respect it. I respect
Yeah.
it. If you could send a lasagna to any celebrity, famous person, athlete, anyone, who would you want to try your lasagna?
I would want Bobby Flay to try my lasagna.
Bobby, you got to try this lasagna. Has anyone ever asked to carry your lasagna like on their restaurant menu?
I've had a few restaurants feature my like we've done pop-ups and they've been fun. So I mean, I'm
Where
open
would you
to
do
that.
pop-ups at?
I did a pop-up at Just Pop In one time.
That would be really cool.
And I did like First Fridays when I was first starting out. I did First Fridays back in the day. So
Oh, I could. It would be hard to like forecast like how many you need to bring, but we do like what is it, third Thursdays here in Broad Ripple, and I could just see it's like, hey, we're gonna bring
I'm gonna
50
bring-
lasagnas or
yeah.
whatever, and it's like it would for sure sell out. They're so stinking good. Well, the hard part then is also like you're at like a farmer's market type thing, and you have a frozen lasagna, like you kind of have to like go home. Did you ever do farmer's markets, like normal one?
I'm actually thinking about it now.
I know we used to have the Carmel Farmers Market on, and they have some pretty cool vendors, but that would be a fun one. Because in that period, it's like if you go, you're probably spending an hour at the farmer's market. You might get some other produce that you have to get home pretty quickly so you can make sure it gets back. Okay. When you're not eating lasagna, what's the go-to food?
I'm gonna go to Sakura's after this and get sushi.
Yes. Okay, that place is fire.
Yeah.
And there's been a ton of famous people that have gone through there and
I
loved it
love
too.
Sakura's.
Sakura's so good. A lot of people give everyone the advice that like the restaurant, the food business is hard.
It's extremely
And a lot of people
hard.
say, like, don't even waste your time doing that. Like, what would you say, like what's your, if there's a kid out there maybe that wants to build a restaurant or work in the food industry, what would you say to them?
You have to be a little crazy. Like, seriously, you have to be a little nuts to work in this industry, but it is the most rewarding thing. I mean, it really is. Serving other people, seeing you guys' smiles on your face when you ate my lasagna, it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps if you're like really good at making something. Like if you make the world's best corn dog or whatever it is.
Right.
Like this is legitimately this was not a paid appearance. Like this is not advertising. I would disclose this. Like we had advertisers throughout the episode, but like this was just Allie Bretnacher, shout out to Allie, connected us and said you need to have Stephanie on to try this lasagna. So I will upfront say that we were not paid for this endorsement.
No.
This is just a really stinking good lasagna. Oh my gosh. So you'd say you have to be a little bit crazy?
Watch The Bear. The first season of The Bear is most accurate season or accurate show I've ever seen about cooking and being in a restaurant.
What's so good about it?
It's like real life. It's like things that actually happen in the kitchen, not just like Gordon Ramsay screaming at his people because he overcooked their scallops. I mean,
it's like a little you're an idiot sandwich.
You're an idiot sandwich. You gotta be a little crazy. You want to be really creative too if you love, because food is art. I mean, I feel like sometimes that I'm like painting, but only with sauce.
Yeah. Sometimes people think to make like the most special recipe, you need 1 million ingredients. And it's like the true art, again, I talked about reading this book. He's like, the true art is like if you are given 5 things or 10 things, like 5 ingredients, 10 ingredients, and being able to create something magical where like less is actually more, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why I love watching Chopped, because you get into it and you see what their basket items are and what they come up with. And then me and my cousin will like watch it together. We'll be like, oh, they should have done this, or oh, I would have done that, or it's just very creative.
If you got to go on any of those shows,
I would definitely go on Beat Bobby Flay.
On Beat Bobby Flay?
I would.
That'd be so
I
cool.
think I'd beat him.
With the lasagna? That would be such a fun episode.
It was so cool when Steve Oakley beat him. Steve Oakley here in Indiana.
Who's Steve Oakley?
Oakley's Bistro.
Where's that at?
Off of 86th Street. And
he went on Beat Bobby Flay and beat Bobby Flay?
And beat Bobby Flay. With
Wow.
a shrimp corn dog.
Shrimp corn dog beat Bobby Flay.
I'm telling you, those shrimp corn dogs are amazing.
Are they on his menu?
Yeah.
Stephen Oakley was the winner of Beat Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It was pretty cool.
Wow. We're gonna have to go there and check it out. This guy beat Bobby Flay. That'll be a great video. As we kind of wrap out, we have 3 questions that we ask every single guest who comes on the show.
Okay.
The first one, what's something the world needs to know about Indiana?
We are all inherently good people. People just have a hard time showing it. And that's why I love doing what I do, because there's no hate in this. This is just all love.
It's all love.
It's all love. Things are crazy right now. Let's just give each other a little grace. Say hello to a stranger when you walk by. They will smile.
Send your friend a lasagna.
Send your friend a lasagna.
This is your chance to shine a light on a part of Indiana that more people need to know about. What is a hidden gem in Indiana?
There's a guy named Billy. He owns Texas Boys Barbecue at Emerson and Churchman, and it's some of the best barbecue I have ever had.
You know how you know it's really good? Is that the number one thing that shows up is his Facebook page.
Right.
Is it like a food truck?
Yeah, it's a food truck.
No way.
Oh, some of the best brisket, some of the best ribs. He makes his own sauce. Get this. He smokes lasagnas. He'll buy lasagnas from me, and he'll put them on his smoker and smoke them. That's real good.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Texas Boys Barbecue. The like tagline is treat yourself. I love
yourself,
that.
yeah.
Come on. Okay, that's a good one. That's a really good. It's the corner of Emerson and what?
Churchman.
Emerson and Churchman, like on the east side? Yeah.
Kind of over by Beech Grove, but yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, that's a good one. I've never got that one before, so I love getting a new one. Final, this is where you get to share the love with someone. Like, this is where we get future guest recommendations or just people that we need to know about. Who's a Hoosier that we need to keep on our radar? Someone who's doing big things.
Faith Blackwood. She's an artist. She has a place in the Stutz. She makes incredible art. She uses fun things like candy and gummy bears, which I'm obsessed with. And, she does like the Broad Ripple Market. She's going to be at Penrod this year. She's had her art in the Indianapolis airport. She's had her art is actually at the Bottle Works Hotel. So she's kind of everywhere. She's stretching her wings, doing more stuff. So I'd like to see her I want everybody I know to be successful. So
Yeah.
any way I can help out, that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
That's so awesome. Faith Blackwell. You gave 3 really solid answers that I haven't gotten before. And that's what I love.
I like that.
Sometimes people are like, well, I have a lot of state parks or this, that, or the other thing that are the same. I'm like, or like a restaurant, like we need to go up to Bungee's Tavern. Have you heard of
Oh
this
my God,
place?
I want to go so bad.
Yes. We've gotten that one a few times, but
Okay.
it's like Texas Boys Barbecue, Faith Blackwell, 2 spectacular answers there. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your epic journey to
And sharing a slice of lasagna.
and sharing lasagna. We are gonna like that thing is gonna be empty by the time she leaves this building. For
I
sure.
want a picture of it empty.
Oh, absolutely. We have to take a picture of it before we get out of here too.
Sure,
But
yeah.
thank you so much for coming on, sharing
Oh
your
my gosh,
story.
my pleasure.
It is amazing to see people go out and pursue their dreams.
Thank you.
And the fact that like you had that moment with your husband where you said, you know what, this is what I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And you quit your job to sell at the time you hoped it would be 30 lasagnas a month. In a year, doing 8 tons, 16,000 pounds of lasagna. It's incredible. And not only is it incredible from a business perspective, but the amount of smiles, people who may be grieving or loving or celebrating or all the things. Like,
I forgot to tell you something.
oh, tell me.
So Coburn Place, it's a domestic violence place off of 38th Street. They have houses for women, domestic abuse survivors, sometimes with their kids. And since 2022, I've delivered lasagnas. I donate lasagnas to residents. When they first get there, they have one of my lasagnas in their fridge, so they don't have to worry about food for one night. And that's like really near and dear to my heart.
Oh my gosh. That, I mean, we talk about changing lives. Like you get into this place after a very,
Stressful,
traumatizing
Yes.
experience. And the first meal you're going to have is one of your lasagna. I can't imagine a better taste. Oh my gosh. That's really, really cool. And it's cool to be able
have to give back.
Give
Yeah.
back and like, and to share your thing. Like
my love.
Your love.
The lasagna love.
Yeah, and impact people's lives. That that one, it's like they're just in there already. So like you'll never meet these people or see these people, but your art, your work is helping change your life. Incredible. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing.
you.
It is so evident that you are passionate, not only about business and stuff, but like about the product, the food, and the people, and just the whole experience. And I have no doubt that over the next 6 years, you're gonna do even bigger things. More breadsticks, maybe add some other stuff on there.
I'm excited, yeah.
I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to follow you on your journey. And congrats on all of your success thus far.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Get In. If you like what you heard, make sure you leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. This show is made possible by our friends up at Sweetwater. Whether you're looking to start a podcast or take your content to the next level, click the link in the description to see all of my gear recommendations at sweetwater.com. If you want a behind-the-scenes look at everything we're doing across the state, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Nate Spangle. Thank you so much for listening and being part of what makes the Hoosier State great. We'll see you next time here on Get In.